Warning. Before starting the installation, make sure that there is no voltage on the connection cables. Activities related to installation, connection and adjustment should be performed by a qualified electrician who has read the operating instructions and the functions of the device. ROP-01 is the most universal receiver of the wireless control system Exta free. It can be used for remote control of any light sources or other devices such as solenoid valves, circulation pumps, ventilation system, electric heaters and bells. The output element are switchable voltage-free relay contacts, with maximum load capacity up to 5 amperes. For devices powered by 230 volts. ROP-01 requires voltage supply in the range between 190 and 250 volts AC. The receiver operates with all Exta free system transmitters. While using the central unit EFC01, control can be carried out from any mobile device equipped with Android or iOS. After switching the supply voltage on, the contacts 11, 14 of the relay are in the open state. The range of the ROP-01 receiver depends on the transmitter that operates with it. Normally it is limited to 230 meters, in open area. ROP-01 receiver is ready for installing into installation boxes with diameter of 60 mm. It is best to use so-called deepened boxes. Small dimensions of the device allows direct installation inside lighting fittings. Receivers could be installed in drywall systems made of plasterboard. The receiver housing has an IP20 protection degree, therefore additional boxes should be used when installing outdoors. The wires with a maximum cross-section of 2.5 mm square could be connected to the terminals. Power supply wires, L and N, should be connected to terminals L and N of the receiver. The controlled circuit, close by the potential free relay contacts. For example, for usual light bulbs, the first wire should be connected to terminal 14 and the second one to terminal N. It is necessary to provide the phase signal to the terminal 11, hence the visible bridge between L terminal and terminal 11. Such installed receiver should be treated as a normal installation switch, with the difference that the control is carried out, for example, by using the remote control. After connecting the cables and placing the receiver inside the installation box, power the device, and begin the programming procedure. Device programming is the operation of pairing single or several transmitters into the receiver of the Exta free system. It can be done in 4 different methods, which determines the receiver operation mode. In bistable mode, one transmitter's button only is used for control. By pressing this button, the status of the selected output changes periodically. As a result, device is connected to the ROP-01 switches on and off. This mode enables independent control of more than one receiver using one transmitter only. For example, the remote control, P2568, controls of up to 8 inputs. On/off mode is the most common one. 2 buttons of transmitter are used for control. Single button when pressed, switches on the device and the other one switches it off. This mode is useful while controlling devices placed out of sight, and one single transmitter has to control more than one ROP-01 receiver. In monoestavel mode, same as in biestavel mode, just one transmitter button is used for control. The selected receiver's output operates when the button is pressed and holded only. In time mode, just one transmitter button is used for control. The device connected to the output of the ROP-01 receiver switches off automatically once the set time has been elapsed. The device could be switched off earlier by repressing the transmitter button. This is the non-retriggerable system. The time is set in the receiver, in the range between 1 second and 18 hours. The time is not cleared after the power failure, as well as will not be cleared after factory reset. A single ROP-01 receiver can operate with up to 32 transmitters of the Exta free system. By this, one device could be controlled from several places, or by several people. Transmitters paired with ROP-01 can operate in the same mode, for example, switch on, switch off, or any other like biestavel, monoestavel or time mode. This solution allows the implementation of many applications. For example, a staircase switch with the function of continuous lighting switching. In such case, the P2572 remote control operates in the on-off mode. RNK02 transmitter in biestavel mode. The P2574 remote control in monoestavel mode. And P2568 remote control in timed mode. Additionally, after connecting the central unit EFC01, the ROP-01 receiver could be controlled by any mobile device, equipped with Android or iOS. In order to control the receiver from mobile devices, it is necessary to install the Exta Life application. ROP-01 receiver range is limited to 230 meters, in open area. It could be increased by RTN01 repeater when needed. In order to program the biestavel mode, press the prog button to begin the programming procedure. Once the status LED lights up, press the selected transmitter button. When the status LED blinks, release this button. In order to program the on-off mode, press the prog button to begin the programming procedure. Once the status LED lights up, first press the button designated to switch the device. When the status LED blinks, release this button. Press the button designated to switch off the device. In order to program the monoestavel mode, press and hold the button to be paired with the receiver first. In this case, it will be the button number 1 of the remote controller. While holding this button pressed, begin the programming procedure by pressing the prog button on the receiver. When the status LED lights up, release the button. And once the status LED blinks, press again the remote control button. Programming procedure for the time mode consists of 2 steps. Firstly, the selected button should be paired to the given channel in the time mode. Then, the time for that channel should be set in the receiver. In order to program the button in time mode, begin the programming procedure by pressing the prog button. When the status LED lights up, press the button to be paired into the receiver. When the status LED blinks, press the same transmitter button again. In order to set the time, press the prog button, and once the status LED lights up, wait about 5 seconds until the LED blinks. Then press again the prog button. Blinking the LED at intervals of 1 second indicates time countdown. When time designed to set elapses, press again the prog button. Then, the time is stored in the receiver memory. In order to clear all remotes from the receiver's memory, press the prog button for about 5 seconds, until the blink of the status LED. As the result of this operation, the receiver's memory is clear now. The programmed time is not cleared. The ROP-01 receiver does not allow to selective delete of transmitters.